Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Tarot Tea Time. Sorry, I was running a couple minutes late, as you can see by my appearance. It's been quite a day. I hope you guys are doing well. How is everybody? How has your week been? Oh my God, so exciting. Wait for everybody to get the alert. But there's a lot of tea to spill today. Of course, we have those celebrity stories that I posted in the announcement. And then I know that you guys will have some good stories too. So I'm going to pull up my notes and we can dive right in. Hey, Voices of Davis, how are you? Sorry I was a couple minutes late. Sunny, my guy here, couldn't decide if he had to go outside or not. So he didn't. He just seemed like it. So I was standing out in the rain. Okay. All right. Well, shall we dive in? Let me see. What is our top story? Mm-mm. Oh my God. The news has just been so wild, hasn't it? LOL, I get it, dogs. Oh my God. Seriously. I even have like blankets up here to like cover some of this for the. Oh my God. I'm glad you get it, David. And I saw your DM. I'm so happy that you got your bracelet and that you love it. How exciting. Okay, so let's get into the top story, shall we? All right. Taylor and Travis check in. We're going to start with a good old fashioned, something smooth. I don't foresee this being anything too major, but you just never know, right? Stranger things have happened, but we're going to just go ahead. Yeah, let's check in on Taylor and Travis. How are they doing? I know that he visited her in Singapore. Let's see. Let's see. I wish you could see how cute Sunny is sleeping now over here on the edge. Yeah, I'm talking about you. All right. Taylor and Travis. Babaloo, I'm back. I know, back with more tea. I had to, I don't know if that was like a mental health break or what. I almost had a little minty bee, as they say, with I don't know. That's a story for another day. But it was dog stuff. Long story short, some dog stuff happened. I thought that I was helping to create a transport system. And then the person who's in charge of the rescue kind of like ghosted. And my heart was just broken. And I was struggling. Then went to LA and I got my groove back. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for always being patient and for being there. But I'm so ready to spill some tea. So let's see. Let's see. Taylor and Travis. Got our positivity candle burning. Any changes with Taylor and Travis? Trying to tap into that energy. Or just what's going on for them? What's their current energy right now? Because their lifestyle has changed a lot. This is when like the rubber meets the road, It's not just like fun weekends. Now they have to like really make time for each other. Travis has more time on his hands. So his level of commitment is going to say a lot. So let's just see. What wants to come through for Taylor and Travis? All right. Feel like I finally tapped in. Okay, 6 of Swords in the reverse, thankfully. Holy smokes. So you guys know this 6 of Swords card is usually Hi, Michael. Oh, Babalu, we all need to break sometime. You're so sweet. Thank you, Babalu. I appreciate you understanding that. That means a lot. Okay, 6 of Swords. Now, you guys know in the upright, this is like moving away from one situation to another. Also, as we can see, this person is like basically using a waterway, like crossing the oceans, crossing the sea to get away from a bad relationship. Hilarious. In the reverse, this is basically saying the opposite. This is but it's interesting that it's this card to depict, this whole scenario. I mean, that means something. I would say that because it's in the reverse, there have been fears and worries. There have been concerns, basically, I think on both sides about whether or not they were going to be able to travel enough to see each other. Also, whether or not, like, this is kind of like doubts, like, and I would say this is Taylor because this is a feminine energy on the card. Um, I would say Taylor might have had some worries that Travis wasn't going to come visit her, or maybe not as much as she would like. I'm getting this feeling that, like, she has some scars around not feeling like the man in her life would make changes in his own schedule or in his own life to, be with her or accommodate her. She always felt like her tour schedule and traveling to go and see her and be with her was something that she really craved and wanted more of. She wanted the person that she was with to, like, do it with a smile also. And so she had this big fear of this 6 of swords energy coming back. Someone not making the effort. I don't think that it was necessarily grounded in, like, any sort of conversation or anything real. I think it was just like one of those fears, based on the past. And in the reverse, this tells us that that fear has been overcome and that Travis really is showing her that whenever he can be there with her, he is willing to travel. He's not going to leave her feeling left in the dust or like, he's not going to be there for her. That is really huge. But this is an intense card. I just got a little goosebump here. That's an intense energy for sure. Um, but I think that she feels really good now. I'm so glad that, like, those fears, were allayed in the reverse. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Voice of Davis, can you? Ooh, yes. Voice of Davis, an update on Harry Styles and Taylor Russell. According to the Daily Mail, he wants to settle down with her. Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. Larry Moak, she's been working her butt off. Me or Taylor? She'll be back in. Oh, he's talking about me. Oh my God. That's a good husband right there. Thanks, sweetheart. Yeah, guys. I was invited to go to another Meta Threads event. Like, remember the one I went to last time? I think it was the Emmys. Yeah, or no, Grammys last time. Now I'm going back to New York tomorrow, which is also I'm a little frazzled because this was kind of a last minute thing, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity. I'm going to a Meta Threads watch party for the Oscars, so I'm going to be like covering it, journalism stuff. So I'm excited. But thank you, honey. All right, let's see if there's anything else we need to know about Taylor and Travis. I feel like that is the biggest energy right now because that's what came out as like the overarching energy. And I feel like that was a big milestone. Every relationship has like milestones where it's like when someone does something against what you were afraid of, what you were expecting, it like really creates another layer of like trust and commitment. So I feel like that was like the biggest one. It's almost like they just overcame a test for Taylor to feel like she could really trust that he was going to be different from everybody else in the past, essentially. Let's pull one more card and then we'll move on to Harry Styles and Taylor Russell before we get to the rest of our stories. Babalu, year 8, Brit. Babalu, 1000%. You guys, and that's a whole nother topic. The numerology is real. Numerology is so real. That's what I was telling Michael just today, Babalu. I was like, this year is so much different from last year. Last year, I couldn't get someone to sneeze in my direction. This year, I've got so many opportunities and I'm running around like a chick with my head cut off. So trust the timing of our lives, right? That's so important. Um, it's good to see it at work though, too. You're like, okay, all right, that makes sense. Okay, so anything else for Taylor and Travis before we move on? Big milestone. That's super exciting. Let's get one for Taylor's feelings, one for Travis's feelings. We'll end on that. It'll be interesting to see their perspectives. How is Taylor Swift feeling about the relationship with Travis right now? How is she feeling? Yeah, guys, I can't. King of Pentacles in the reverse. What? Okay, this is a little shady, guys. We got to keep this just between us. I'm like, I should have done this on the members only channel because okay, this is a little much. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. All right, guys, just it's the tarot tea talking. It's not me. King of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something coming up for her about her feeling like he's not good with his finances. I hate to say that. Of course, that's not a deal breaker. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses, but this is something that has come up for her, something that she's noticed. And she's a Scorpio rising. She's obviously a shrewd and savvy businesswoman. So, I mean, I'm not super surprised. I once saw it was like an interview, or was it on New Heights podcast? I saw a video basically of Travis talking about how when he first, or no, it was a documentary. It was a documentary that he did with his brother. Um, he was talking about how when he first got signed and became a football player, he spent all of his like money from his first contract on shoes. And you know what? He's a Libra sun. He was learning and growing. He was basically like, I went from like not having money to all of a sudden having money. So I wanted to buy myself clothes. And he's a clothes horse. He loves clothing. He loves fashion. So, we all have our vices. But um, I mean, I think that she notices that sometimes he spends on things that she wishes that he wouldn't. She sees him as a king of pentacles, so he has money, but she also sees he has bad habits around money. So, okay. Sorry. Just a little shady, slightly shady. But hey, we all have stuff. Okay, what are you guys saying? He just donated 3 million to a kids charity in KC. Oh my god. Michael coming through with the travesty. Travesty. Maybe, and with Taylor, I don't know how much she donates. Maybe she even felt like that was a lot of money to donate, which I mean, hey, I think that's amazing. If it's in your heart to donate and give back, I think, that's great. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to me like she donates like 100,000 here, 200,000 there. Nothing to sneeze at. But maybe she was like, "Oh my god, that was a lot of money. Like, be careful, don't give away everything." Possible. Who knows? Let's see. Didn't his ex call him cheap? Yes, she did. She did. True. Liz says, speaking of Oscars, justice for Iron Claw. Oh, I didn't see that movie. What happened with Iron Claw? Is it not being like nominated? I got to catch up on all that tomorrow on the plane. Mm. Voice of Davis. I've been working really hard too. I'm creating my own cartoons. That's amazing. Congratulations. That is so fun. Good for you. Nice, nice. Putting in the work. Yeah, and Justice for Charles Melton in May, December. Okay. Was that another film? Was he not nominated? Hi, Heat Lifer. How's it going? Don't worry about it. I was 11 minutes late myself. It's good to see you. It's good to have you here. This is casual. I'm glad you made it. You should watch. No, it didn't get nominated. It should have. Okay. I'll check it out. Interesting. Okay. How does Travis feel about Taylor? And Sunny's decided to chew a bone right now. So if anybody hears any crunching over there, that's him. Daddy. How does Travis feel about Taylor? 8 of Cups, walking away. We need a clarifier there. Wait, oh my god, this one just like flipped. Holy smokes. Did y'all see that? Or was it like too off camera? This one like flipped over. Queen of Cups. Okay. Whew. All right. This is more figurative than literal. Basically, on this card, as you can see the back of her head, she's walking away into, just walking off towards the beach. Walking towards whatever her goals are, what she's meant to do. Cups are emotions. What makes us feel alive, what we're tied to emotionally, what touches our heart, basically. And actually I got goosebumps. Oh my God. This is actually very beautiful. And she's walking towards the moonlight, which is also emotion. And as we know, Taylor Swift loves her music, her fans, the Eras tour. I mean, she puts so much into her music. She really is just um, so in love with it. And she's been writing and creating music since she was like a young teen. So he sees her walking away from him towards her passion. This is more of just like matter of fact. It's not necessarily like breaking up or anything. It's just basically watching her go off, walking towards the moon, doing what it is that she wants to do. And the clarifier on that is what tells me that it's that, not her walking away from the relationship. And that clarifier that flipped over was the Queen of Cups, and double confirmation because as you can see, this is the same Golden Girls character in both cards. So that's confirmation for me from Spirit that like, okay, we are talking about this. It directly applies to the 8 of Cups energy. So the Queen of Cups, this is the queen of his heart. He sees her as emotionally mature, as someone that, he loves. I mean, the Queen of Cups is like the most loving female energy card. And I just got goosebumps all over my arms to like confirm that. So basically, it's just like being separated from your love, watching her do what makes her happy. And it's kind of just like waiting and wishing that you could be there with that person. But it's kind of a sense of like, just like light melancholy, like, it's not, like, too dramatic, but it's just kind of like missing someone and, at the same time loving someone and also watching them do what it is they love to do. So, yeah, there's, like, a little bit of sadness, but I think that when you're separated from someone that you really love and care about, you're gonna feel a little bit melancholy from time to time. So I think that's very sweet, and that makes sense. All of that really did check out. So they're going strong, I would say, from that reading. There's a lot of love there, and, if he didn't really care about her, he wouldn't be missing her. So, I think it's beautiful. So, I think still going strong. They are overcoming every step. They are continuing to have more milestones together, and I think their relationship is strengthening based on those cards. So, that's a good one. Okay, I like that. All right. Michael's responding to Liz. Didn't his ex mom cheat? Michael says yes. Oh, that's funny. Sage Moon. Yay, I was waiting for you. How are you, Sage Moon? I'm so glad you're here. Oh my God. Okay, good to see you. Sage Moon, did you get your reading? Did it go through? I know it was like kind of a large video file. I was just curious. Okay, wait. Let's go back to Voice of Davis. Okay. Now we're going to go to Voice of Davis's question. Voice of Davis wants to know, can you do an update on Harry Styles and Taylor Russell? According to the Daily Mail, he wants to settle down with her. Excuse the water drinking over there. My co-host, he's still learning how to be on camera. He's still learning his on-camera etiquette. Let's see what's going on with Harry Styles and Taylor Russell. Is there any truth to the claims that he's wanting to settle down with her? Now, Harry Styles has a lot of Aquarius in his birth chart. So he's one of those people that is really hard to read. He just is. Because Aquarius is, hey, come here, at least say hi. There we go. We got him to say hello. Hello. Thank you. So he made an appearance. He's a good boy. Okay. Okay, no more distracting. We gotta go. Gotta do it. um, so basically, Aquarius people, they have this energy where they're very much like free spirits and they're loving. I mean, very loving. Taylor Swift is an Aquarius Venus placement. But what's interesting about them is that you really can't tell if they're going to like settle down super early or if they're going to take longer. They really just kind of do their own thing. If there's one thing you can't predict, it's an Aquarius, especially their love life. So I'm really curious to see what the tarot tea is about this situation because that might be fans' wishful thinking. Maybe they're really in love. Who knows? So let's just see. Okay. Beth, Sonny can't help that he is thirsty and so freaking adorable. Beth, good points were just made. Exactly. I would never make him stop drinking. I just have to acknowledge it for you guys. I'm like, sorry. Yeah, he's so sweet. Like, he's just like wants to be behind me. I mean, he's the most loving dog ever, you guys. He's learning how to be a dog too. He's getting braver and braver every day. I'm super proud of him. And he's putting on more weight. You can still see his ribs a little bit, but we're chunking him up. I made some bacon today, gave him a little bit to eat. He's living the high life. Okay, so let's see. I want to pull a card for Harry Styles. I just want to get like his energy right now. His love life energy. Where is his head at? Okay. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is really interesting. Has Harry been working on any projects lately? I feel like he's been relatively quiet. Didn't he wrap up his like Harry's house tour not too long ago? All of the Harry Styles information I get from watching Brittany Broski. I love her. I think she's so hilarious. And she like loves Harry. So I like, she'll talk about him, like what he's up to. I don't follow him too much, although I do like his music a lot. Um, but this has to do with some sort of work thing. It's in the reverse. Interesting that that would come up with love. However, when you're a celebrity and like an A-lister, just like with Taylor and Travis, we see that what you're working on professionally, it does impact your ability to like be around, to date, to be with the person that you care about. So for this to be in the reverse, this is like something about his work has been impacting either one way or the other for good or for, creating challenges. It's been impacting his relationship with Taylor Russell in some way. Let's see what that is. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Penny, hey Penny, how's it going? Oh, throwing cards. Throwing cards at you, Penny. Penny walks in, the cards start flying. Uh, they felt your Aries rising energy, Penny. Okay, so wow, 2 cards flew out. Okay, crazy. Penny's got super strong energy though, not surprised. Ace of Pentacles here. So this is finances for sure. This is his career. And the Hanged Man. Okay. Very interesting. So Harry Styles, I don't know what he's working on now or what he's not working on, but basically he's in a good place in his life right now to where this would be the time. I'm getting goosebumps again. This would be the time for him to settle down. You know how there are periods where, even just talking about numerology, like there are some periods of life where you're really busy, and there are other periods of life where you're less busy with like work and things that take you away from your relationship and from your home life, and you have extra time to devote to that. Maybe he's in a 6 personal year, or he could be in a 9 personal year. I don't know. I'd have to do his numerology, but he's in a phase of life right now where he has to work a little bit less basically, but he's still Ace of Pentacles. Like he's got a lot of money. He's really set up, which makes sense. And he's not having to work as much, but he's been in like hanged man energy around his work. Like he doesn't really know what he wants to do right now, and I have a hunch it's because he's enjoying having time off and getting to spend time with his girlfriend. Voice of Davis, I think there is truth to that rumor. Let's see. Let's clarify that hanged man energy. Five of Wands in the reverse. We're getting a lot of reversals today. This is overcoming competition. He's not in a competitive mood right now. He is really he's like, okay, remember when like Taylor Swift like moved to England and she like had all of this like time out of the spotlight? She was actually in a 7 personal year when she did that, by the way. So the year of like solitude and like going within. I really think that Harry is just in this phase of like getting to experience like joy again. I mean, he's been working since he was in his teens. First was One Direction, then it was like all this stuff. He's really starting to like come into his own, and I think that he is starting to think more seriously about love and settling down. Let's see if we can get another, cuz these cards are basically describing like his mindset, which is really helpful. Not wanting to compete, 5 of Wands, that can also be competing for love and attention. Okay, let's see. Let's get Taylor's energy now, and then we'll see what comes together. Taylor Russell, what's her energy towards Harry? If I remember correctly, the last time we did a reading on them, she was into him, but I think she had some reservations. How does Taylor Russell feel about Harry Styles? Mm. Okay, Ace of Cups in the reverse. In love, but there's some reservations. Why? Why? I love the Ace of Cups card for a relationship reading. It is a beautiful energy. This is the your cup runneth over with love. It's like when you have this feeling like everything is perfect. You're like, "Oh my gosh, this is it. Everything's perfect. It's all working out. This person has all the things that I imagined." So this Ace of Cups in reverse card basically means that like at one point she felt that way, but it's in the reverse. The energy is a little bit off at the moment for some reason. Reshuffle my cards a little bit more. Make sure I don't just have a couple that are, hold on. I want to start taking, all right. I'm going to do something that I don't usually do. I'm going to only take upright cards from now on. Some people only read it that way. I usually accept a lot of reversals, but I feel like I want things to be more straightforward so we can get like clear answers. All right. So even if I pulled in the reverse, I'm going to read it in the upright. All right. That's the energy. You got it, Spirit? I'm just kidding. Okay. Why is that Ace of Cups in reverse? Let's get some clarity for Taylor Russell's feelings towards Harry Styles. Okay, the World card. Things have changed. This is killing me. It seems like he's in the dang it. He's in an energy where he is ready to settle down. I think those rumors are true. Um, and she was kind of like in love in the beginning. Not saying she's not still in love, but with the world card, something has changed. What's changed? What has changed? King of Wands, him. And wands, I mean, okay, Beth, you know this better than anyone. The wands, when you're leading with the wands, can be a little, but the fact that he's changed with the King of Wands, she feels like he used to be more passionate about life in general. Okay, okay. Well, she met him in a different phase. Oh, I'm so tempted to like take a pause and like do his numerology. Because this is definitely talking about him having a shift recently. Something's changed. 5 of Wands in the reverse. He's not it's like someone who doesn't have that same, like, zest for life right now. She's, like, concerned she's worried about him for some reason, allegedly, for entertainment purposes. She's worried about him. This is actually, like, unexpectedly going deep. It's, like, taking a deep turn. Let's do past, present, future to try to clarify the storyline here. Past, present, future for Harry Styles and Taylor Russell. Why are we getting all this mixed up kind of love, but confused, but things have changed. Okay. In the past for these two, when they first got together, justice card. They felt like they were each other's karmic justice. They were each other's balance. This is about really like balancing each other out, feeling like, I'm peanut butter and you're jelly. It's like two people who really just, it's like an aha moment. Also, the justice card can talk about how both people at one point in their lives felt like they were, done kind of dirty by love. They had been heartbroken, and this person comes along and basically is everything that you wanted and more, and treats you right. And you're like, oh my gosh, like it's real. Like karma's real. If I just wait, if I just, all I had to do was keep waiting and I was going to meet this person. It's like that really positive energy. I really like the balance too. Okay. So that was in the past when they first got together. Really good energy. We love a little karmic justice and when it's in the positive. In the present for them, 2 of Wands, they're thinking about the future. Okay. That explains this world card here, the changes. Maybe she enjoys traveling a lot. Maybe he's settling down a little too much. Okay, that's interesting though. What about in the future? So they are planning. They are planning in the present moment. 7 of Cups in the future. They're going to have to make some decisions in the future. Okay, so this to me, basically what's coming through here is this storyline of things getting real. Okay. Man, okay. I hope they make it through this. I really do hope they make it through this because we do have Ace of Cups here, which is my cup runneth over with love on her side. We do have the fact that she sees him as a King of Wands, extremely passionate and exciting on her end. And on his end, we do see that he feels stable and finally ready to not let his work completely consume him all the time. Like he's been preparing for this moment as well. I I hope that they're able to get on the same page and stay on the same page. This to me looks like maybe when they first got together, he was like, "We're gonna travel the world. We're gonna do this and that." Because the King of Wands is all about like adventure and travel. It's very Sagittarius energy. And maybe she was like, "Oh, I love that. That's so exciting. That's what I've always wanted to do too." And you have all these big dreams, and then things change. Sometimes when people fall in love, they kind of shift. And maybe Harry all of a sudden is like, "I want to stay at Harry's house." You know what I mean? And she's like, "What? But you were the King of Wands just the other day. Now you're like changing it up on me." So this is like communication. This is getting on the same page, but I do like that there's a lot of love here. We have a lot of positive cards, a lot of stability. So I don't see this as like a breakup. I see this as conversations that are happening right now. So to answer your question, Davis, the long way, I think that those rumors are true. I think that they are thinking of settling down. I also think that they are going to have to get on the same page as far as like where to live. I think they have different ideas of like where they want to make their home base, and like how they want to spend their time, basically, because he's going through a little bit of a transition. And I think so is she. She's kind of wanting to ramp up and do more fun things. And he's wanting to like kind of take a break because he's been going 100 miles an hour for so long. So, sending them love. I hope they get on the same page because there is a lot of like good positive energy there between them. Oh my gosh. Okay. The tea is flowing tonight. Let's see what you guys are saying. Mm. Oh, Sage Moon. Okay. I'm glad you liked it. First, I was like, oh, I hope she got it. Okay. Good. Glad you liked it. It really made you think. And then you started nerding out. Ooh, I want to hear more. Okay. Send me an email, Sage Moon. Aw, he is so precious. He really is. He just stuck his little foot like up right underneath. He's just so sweet. Okay, let's see. Next story. Voice of Davis says, cool. I hope they get on the same page too. Right? Okay. Well, we're all sending them collective good energy. All right. What is our next story, guys? And thank you for the request, Voice of Davis. That was really good. I enjoyed that. Okay, let's do some royal mess. Let's get messy. Okay. More royal mess tea. So Kate makes her first, what the tabloids are calling proof of life appearance since her surgery. And the conspiracy theories have just been flying. I even heard today that someone was saying they think that it was Pippa Middleton and not Kate because her jawline looked different. Like, all right, guys, we're reaching. When you have surgery, definitely you're not going to look the exact same afterward. Sometimes the medication can make you puffy, being on an IV, or heck, maybe you're just eating more because you need to rest, and like who knows. Um, I don't think Pippa Middleton was pretending to be her. I think it really was Kate, but I also think it's interesting that they have not revealed still what's going on with her. Um, some people that are British are saying that they want more transparency from the royal family because they're like paying taxpayer dollars. I don't know. I don't know how that all works over there. That's really their thing. So I'm not going to speculate on that, but that's what people are saying. There's just a lot of dust, being just flying up into the air. So I want to see what's beneath all of this. Like, what is the thread here? It's also interesting to me that she's having issues right around the same time that the king is having issues. So it's like, is this more about collectively because now Pluto's in Aquarius? The monarchy is dissolving. Yes, I will say it. That can happen during a Pluto and Aquarius cycle. It's not about one ruler anymore, Pluto and Capricorn. It's about the people. So let's just see. What is all this about? Just see what wants to come through here. Beth says that is Kate. I think she had a hysterectomy and tummy tuck. Oh, wow. Okay. That makes sense. Could be. If that's what it is, I really hope she's doing okay. That's such a major surgery. Sonny is a mama's boy. He really is. He really is. Okay. Stop it. Guys, the freaking King of Pentacles came out. When the tarot tea is just so spot on. Guys, I can't take it. The king. I mean, is anyone else screaming? I'm screaming. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be a good reading, guys. The energy is tapped the F in. King of Pentacles. All right. This is about the monarchy. Spirit's saying, get ready for this one. All right. Yes, the monarchy to confirm. This is gonna be the energy. All right. Let's see what other card comes out. I feel like this is a description of what's going on. That's what's coming through. Wow. The Hanged Man. Definitely. They're definitely okay. The British monarchy right now, allegedly for entertainment purposes, the tarot tea being deadly serious and us saying it's entertainment purposes. Okay, King of Pentacles. Definitely we're talking about the monarchy here. We're talking about the king here in particular, but also like the throne and who, succeeds to the throne, the line of people who are, in line for the throne, including William. The Hanged Man is an energy of not like nothing's happening. It's like they're at a standstill. They're in a time right now where there's a lot of confusion around them, which 100% there is. The Hanged Man is like really unclear. I'm just going to stay here and be a hanged man because I don't really know what to do because I don't have any information. There's a lot of fear, afraid to do this, afraid to do that, not sure if this is going to make them look good or bad. And I think in the past, they have really had a solid plan. It's like they always know what the right thing to do according to like their set of values and rules. This is a weird time in history for them because they actually feel like they don't know what to do next. They're like, I don't even know what the right move is. Um, a lot of confusion internally with their team. A lot of conversations like, should we say what, what Kate just did? Did I call her Megan? I think I might have called her Megan. Did we like, should we say what Kate just did? Or, like, are we being too closed off? Or like, no, do we maintain our like sense of privacy and respect? And like, it's like a lot of confusion on like, who are we now? Like, how do we define what the monarchy even is supposed to be at this day and age? Interesting. Let's see what else comes through. Beth says, speak spirit. LMAO. Beth, I love it. You're so funny. What else? The Ten of Cups, of course. This is Kate and William. Now, when we did our reading last time, we checked in on what was really going on. I remember it was the weirdest reading. And this was like right when Kate like went into surgery and there were all those crazy rumors. And then Harry flew to England and he was only there for like 48 hours or something. And everyone was like saying, that's so strange. Why would you turn back? And we did that whole reading. And basically, the reading was talking about issues between Kate and William and how it became very uncomfortable for Harry. And that's essentially why he left, which was really surprising. That reading was basically saying that, like, I'm getting goosebumps right now, that he was good with his dad, that he wanted to like fix things, but his problem was with William. And I think that in the press, like since that reading, like what I've been seeing lately has been talking about the fact that like, the king is King Charles. I could not think of his name. King Charles was like wanting to make amends with his son because he's ill and, so everything's confirmed that reading from back then. And this is also confirming that reading. This is so strange. This has a lot to do with William and Kate and their marriage, with their relationship. Um, and they're in hanged man energy because they really don't want to have a scandal right now. What the heck, guys? There's a lot of drama going on over there. Like a lot, like more than usual. So much so that they don't even know how they should go about handling it. What is this 10 of Cups about, please? What is this 10 of Cups coming up? Okay. Page of Pentacles. Something with money. They're concerned about money. And I don't know what like the net worth of the Windsor family is, or like think pretty sure they get their money from taxpayers in England. But if anybody knows, let me know. But basically, like this has to do with finances. They're concerned about having to start over with finances. Like maybe there's something out there politically saying like we don't want to fund the royal family anymore. But there's something going on and they're really trying to hang on to their position to the point where they're trying to read the public perception now. Whereas in the past, they felt like they had the upper hand. Guys, this is so Pluto and Aquarius. I can't even take it. In the past, they felt like they had the upper hand. So the royals would really do whatever they want and they would like spin a story, basically, and they would feed the tabloids certain things. If they were angry with someone, they would plant stories, allegedly for entertainment purposes, although a lot of people have confirmed this. And that's just kind of how they operated. They were top dog. They did not fear the public. Things have shifted now. And there's a fear about public perception to the point where Kate and William have been having issues, but they are hiding those issues because they don't want people to have like a bad impression of them. They feel like by being like the sweethearts of the country and having their family and being cute, like they feel like that's what's helping them hold on to that whatever financial resources that they get. Um, Penny D says the Windsors are worth 28 billion. Really? Where do they get their money, Penny? Where do they get their money? Oh my God. That's shocking. Oh my God. Okay, interesting. Um, hmm. Remember, did you guys read Harry's book, The Spare? Was it The Spare? I did. It was well, I read as much as I could get through. I was like, "Oh my god, okay, this is a lot even for me." Um, he talked about living at Frogmore when he first got married or right yeah, when he first got married, he was saying it was like so run down and like dilapidated. So I thought they weren't doing that well, and I kind of thought that they were like interesting. Okay. Good to know though, Penny. 28 billion. Well, there's something about money that they're worried about. Interested to know like what industry they're even in. Okay, Sage Moon says, wait, oh, for sure, just sent. Oh, about the email. Oh, thanks, Sage Moon. Oh, don't be sorry at all, please. You got to do what you got to do. Work's been kicking your butt. Like, I hear you. So the reading and this live has been a real treat. Aw, just what the doctor ordered. I'm so glad, Sage Moon. Don't ever feel bad, by the way, about not responding right away. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I'm just glad you liked it. Okay. Tracy says Charles and William are very wealthy. From inheritance, their money is very old. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for that info. Hold on. Let me just look at one thing. I usually don't do this during a tarot reading, but this is like such a strange, we're tapping into such a strange energy. It's like it feels very, very complicated. Like they're very worried about something having to do with money, a fresh start, their family, image. I don't know. I just need to see one thing. Um, where did I need like the elevator music to play right now? Or like the Jeopardy music. BBC.com, the experts on this. Royal finances. Where does the king get his money? All right, let's see. Oh, nice little family photo there. If y'all can see that. I don't know if you can. They're in they're in all their garb. Okay. Looking very ancient and distinguished. The government has confirmed how much money it gave to the royal family last year and how much it will provide in the future. This is what I feel like they're worried about. It's about like the government funding that comes from like public perception. So maybe Penny and Tracy, maybe they're like in a good spot because of that inheritance money, but there is something about needing to like please someone, the public, someone. And that's why they're being so chaotic with trying to keep a lot of secrets right now because what's actually going on within their family seems like it's kind of falling apart, you know? And again, when I did that Pluto in Aquarius podcast episode, I had done like a lot of research about like different periods in history where when Pluto went from being Capricorn to Aquarius, it was a time of like revolution, you know, the American Revolution actually happened during that time period. And so it's just it's a time when like things that are outdated, like people when they're being suppressed, like the government will like, complete transformation. So I think that they're really going through this and trying to like keep it inside, like try to keep it under wraps. How much money? Okay, from the taxpayers. So they do get taxpayer money still. Okay, for the year 2022 to 2023, the sovereign grant that they received from the taxpayers was 86.3 million euros, which was the same amount that they received in 2021 to 2022. Oh, wow. Okay. But repairs to Buckingham Palace, which is undergoing a 10-year, 369 million euro refurbishment plan, and the costs associated with King Charles succeeding Queen Elizabeth, plus higher than expected inflation, took total spending for the period up to 107.5 million euros, according to the royal household's annual financial report. This represents a 5% increase on the 102.4 million euro spend the previous year. The shortfall with spending greater than the sovereign grant, Mint drawing 20.7 million euros from reserves. Okay, so this is a lot. I'll read into this later on my own time, so I don't have to sit here and listen to me read. But basically, okay, here we go, Penny. Here's what you're talking about with the billions. The Crown Estate had assets worth 16.5 billion euros in 2022, almost 8 billion euros of properties in London, including Regent Street. Okay. Yeah, they're loaded. So why are they worried? Wow, they get money from a lot of different places. It's impossible to provide a concrete figure for the scale of the royal family's contribution to the UK economy. Estimates vary considerably. I wonder if okay, I don't want to get locked into that. That's a lot to be I wanna investigate that later on my own time, because there's a reason, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, there's a reason that they are worried about money right now, and maybe it's just, like, rich people problems where it's like, they don't wanna lose, like, 2,000,000 here when they actually have, like, what Penny said, like, 28,000,000,000 or whatever. Maybe it's that, which would be very petty. It's like, just be happy for what you have and be your messy selves, but, let's see if we can get a clarifying card. That's so strange to me. All right, what are you guys saying? Let's see. You guys always have good tea. Okay. Heat Lifer 0340. Hi, Heat Lifer. Kate and William wanted to keep their family kids as a priority for now while while they're young, which goes against how the royal family has done things in the past. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Sage Moon, insert elevator music. Thank you, Sage Moon. Oh, you're so funny. Oh my god. Okay, Beth said, "Remember Nostradamus made a prediction about the queen's death, Charles being king for a short time, and then someone who shouldn't be king becomes king, perhaps by or because of a scandal." What if the scandal is between, what you call it, Kate and William, and then Harry becomes the king? Beth, thank you for reminding me of that. Beth, after you DM'd me those articles, I went on the deepest of deep dives. I kind of got freaked out, but that was so interesting. Oh my god. Okay, Penny says the public pays for their security. Okay, okay. Couldn't they pay for their own at this point? Hmm. Hmm. I still don't get their mentality, but that's probably a good thing. Sage Moon says, I feel like everything going on with the Royals is the perfect example of Pluto and Aquarius losing their grip on manipulating the people and the public perception. Sage Moon, well freaking said, as always. I agree. Sage Moon, that's a whole lot of shmoney. Beth with the tea. Yes, Beth. Beth always has such good tea. Okay. Okay. So I think that we have definitely uncovered what that message is then. Um, I just want to get one more clarifier. I'm so curious about this. This is going to be another deep dive later on. One last clarifier, then we're going to move on. We must move on. But this is going to be a book like in 30 years, there's going to be a book that comes out. It's going to be a tell all, like what was really going on this whole time. And it's probably going to be shocking, especially if Beth, if that Nostradamus tea, the tea from Nostradamus, if that's right, and it has to do with that 10 of cups with like what kind of scandal could it be? Because I mean, oh my God. Okay. Anything else allegedly for entertainment purposes? Oh my God, guys, the 9 of swords, major anxiety. Okay. So like triple, quadruple confirmation. They are worried about all the things we just said. I just got goosebumps again. Yeah, they not only are they worried, they are freaked out. I wonder who has the power to revoke or if anybody has the power to say, okay, no more taxpayer money is going to go to them. Um, like there's something. I think there is someone who could make that call and they're up in bed at night with their head in their hands worrying and thinking, "Oh my gosh, I wouldn't wish that on anybody." Okay, well, best of luck and may karma deliver its lessons. I'm gonna leave it like that. I mean, If you were good, it'll come back to you. But if you guys were being Pluto and Aquarius or Pluto and Capricorn, I don't know. Best of luck. Let's just sip our tea. We'll move on. Okay. Yikes. All right. That was interesting, though. I mean, all right. We knew it was going to be messy. So that was some more royal mess. Okay. Now let's talk about Camila Cabello and the Call Her Daddy interview. So I talked about this on the podcast episode that was posted earlier today. But I didn't do a tarot reading. I was like, I want to do that in the live stream. But I did look at, her birth chart and she's very Pisces and this is Pisces season. So the sun is shining on her truth, on what she's here to learn and do. And I think that's very, I don't know, it's kind of like poetic justice that she's taking this Pisces season to really step into the spotlight and share what she's actually been going through. And she was really honest. Like I thought it was good. So many times celebrities will they won't tell the whole truth or they'll try to make themselves look better. I feel like she was just her, and I really do admire her and respect her for that. And she waited until it felt right. It seems like she had a good rapport with Alex and, they were just being their real selves. So that was cool. I also think it was funny and, I respected that she owned it. She basically was just like, yeah, Drake and I, we were having fun. I DM'd him and like if you haven't seen it, you've got to watch that interview and you'll see what I mean. So, I think that was correct. The last tarot reading we did on on her with Drake. Some people were like in the comments, they were like legitimately mad, like, oh, she's just working on music with him, whatever. It's like, okay, well, she can do both. And she basically, without saying, she said, and Alex even was like, okay, so you're saying that you guys had fun. So, she's dating around, she's having a good time. She also talked a lot about Shawn and she was honest about how they tried to rekindle and I just was like, okay, so let's do a card reading. I want to see how Shawn Mendes feels about that. I want to see how he feels about that interview coming out. Um, wow, because also when she talked about him, I also felt like she was confirming that she was the one who, the second time when they tried it again, she was the one that broke his heart, which is what the tarot T was saying, like at every reading that we've done about them since they like tried it again after that Coachella thing. And the reason I think that she was confirming that is because she said, because Alex said, do you think that it's easier once you try again? Is it easier the second time? And she said yes, to like break up. And she said yes. But what we all know about Shawn is that that was right about the time where he kind of like went off the deep end. He posted like that one song that didn't do well. Then he kind of just like ran off. And then since then, he's been doing a lot of like soul searching. And I think the second time around, he still wanted it to work. And she healed and moved forward. She's been very much in her Queen of Wands energy. And the Queen of Wands also usually has like light hair because I don't know why, it's just like fire sign energy. That's just how the symbolism of the card is. And I pulled that card for her in the last reading that we did. And she showed up with like blonde hair and just, I don't know. I think we just totally, we've been on that vibe for a while of just seeing like what's going on. It was really cool to see her confirm those readings. But I want to see what Shawn felt when he saw that because I don't think that he's been in the same place. I think it was easier for her to move on. I think that he felt like it was confirmation that he shouldn't have ever broken up with her. I think they kind of had an opposite feeling. And that must be his karmic lesson. So how does he feel? How did he feel when that interview came out? 9 of Pentacles. Wow. This is her, obviously. He saw that she's living her best life, that she is healed and put back together, and she's sipping her champagne and just like happy, living her life. I mean, he sees that she's actually happy. This is not, when he saw her, he was like, okay, this is not a front. She really is out there. She's out there dating. She's not sad. Like she's moved on. She's doing well. And I think that also, I just got goosebumps on my face. I think that also the fact that he sees her like looking so good and being so happy, I feel like it's like a regret thing. Hold on, let's get a clarifier. Okay, what are you guys saying? Hold on. Wait, what? Oh, I missed some stuff. Oh my god. Okay, I'll have to catch up on this in a little bit. Oh no, Babalu, I missed your question. Can you look at how Katie's feeling towards William? Okay, once I finish this Shawn Mendes reading, I'll run back real quick and do that. Babalu, sorry about that. So sweet. Sorry, stop. Had to stop for scratchies. Okay, he's good luck though. He helps me tap into the energy for sure. What's funny is I always wanted a dog who would sit with me while I did this, and I love Dolly and Archer so much. They would not do this unless they were like extremely tired. And it's funny that he will do this. He's my spirit dog. It will be very hard to find someone when like to send him to be adopted. Anyway, we're not going to think about that. We're going to think about Shawn Mendes. All right. What else? Hey, sweetie. Four of Pentacles. Ooh, I knew it was going to be disappointment. Okay. So he sees her as the Nine of Pentacles right now, and he sees himself as the Four of Pentacles. Dang. I can't say I'm surprised though. We've been talking about this twin flame thing with them for a while. And I promise you, I am finally going to do a dedicated video on them now, especially now since she gave this interview, because to me, it confirmed the twin flame energy. And the way that that works is usually there's always one person who's in love and the other person who is not at the moment. It's the runner and the chaser. And again, twin flames are not really supposed to be together for the long term in this lifetime. It's more of like a spiritual connection where it's all about lessons and like helping each other through teaching and learning. So it's not always like the easiest relationship. It's not always like comfortable. It's not that butterfly soulmate feeling. Well, it is at some points, but it's not. It's really not that romantic love of your life. That's someone else. But this twin flame thing, I really think that this is what they are, because he's now that he sees her happy, he recognizes that, and I think a part of him really loves that for her. The twin flame thing. You really are two halves of one soul. I know it's deep. So he saw that and he was proud of her for that. But then he looked to himself, as one does when looking in the twin flame mirror, and it kind of just highlighted how unhappy he is, how much he's been in this Four of Pentacles energy of feeling dissatisfied with his life. Financially, he he feels like okay. Financially, he feels like he hasn't been where he wants to be. He never went back on tour after he canceled that tour. He sees her now working on music with Drake. It's like, I think this is good for him because I think that it's making him like wake up. It's kind of a wake up call. Like life is moving on. Like even though you are sad, that's okay to be sad, but like life's moving on. Look at her. I think he's always looked up to her in some way anyway. But it really it made him feel disappointed with his own life, basically. Let's get a couple other cards here. Let's see. Oh my god, Beth. Oh, yeah, Drake, that was messy. He's a little messy. Okay, Beth. That's so funny. What else about Shawn Mendes? How else did he feel? Eight of Wands. Okay. So he's felt like things have been up in the air for him. This Four of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. This is really not good. This is really not good. Basically, this like she's doing well. That's great. I'm not doing well. Eight of Wands. Things have been up in the air for me in my life. He's kind of going down. He's going allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Two of Wands. It got him thinking about his future again, though. Again, with their connection, I feel like they do push each other in the right direction, essentially, even though sometimes it might feel painful. So I think that seeing this interview was painful for him, but it's pushing him in the right direction. It's pushing him to start thinking about his future again. He's been a little bit lost, I think, in his own emotions and, but that's life. He's been working some stuff out within himself. And seeing this interview, it did push him. I think it's meant to help push him again. Okay. So let's do past, present, future for these two. Then we'll move on. Very interesting. Okay, past, present, future. In the past. In the past, we have the Six of Pentacles, bringing gifts to each other. This is also a really great card of like friendship. But the boxes can also literally talk about moving in or moving out. Yes, and they did live together at one point. So there was a lot of friendship. There was a lot of just they felt like a team at one point. And Six of Pentacles, in the past, they did have to move out. They did have to go from being, a couple that lived together and shared everything and every moment together. Um, so this is talking about all the good times, but then also how in the end they had to move out of their shared space and essentially the life that they had built together. They had to walk away from each other. Okay. But with friendship, that's a real friendship there. Present. The Chariot, Mars energy. Oh my God. And future. Oh, well, that will flip. So we're going to take that. Four of Wands. Stop it. Okay. Guys, this is so it's not over till it's over, baby. All right. I'm just gonna say that. So in the present, this is Camila with the two guys in the front. I think that allegedly for entertainment purposes only, even though she broke up with him or whatever, and she was like saying, you have to try it one more time, and then you really know. I think that he thinks that's BS. I think that he tried it one more time, and then he really knew that he definitely made a mistake when he broke up with her before, and now he's just been kind of having to deal with that and sit on the sidelines. I think he's been very jealous seeing her with other guys. I think it made him really jealous to hear about her with Drake and she talked about how she's dating around. I think he is really jealous. This Mars energy shows her with like two guys in front. And then in the future, we have the Four of Wands. This is the house and home, the couple who's celebrating a milestone. This is really weird, but I'm just going to say what's coming through. He still has hope that in the future they're going to get back together. And I'll say because of this card, I've not pulled this ever for them. Usually it's like kind of the same old story where, she needed to leave and this and that. I think that he's felt the pain enough to where if given the choice, like he's woken up from this whole situation. I think he has so many regrets, but I think they were necessary for him to like mature and get to this place. Um, if you asked him today, do you want to move back in with Camila and get married and have a family? He would say yes, allegedly for entertainment purposes. This is the Four of Wands. And I'll say if enough time passes, I don't know, give it another couple years. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, which is really surprising. I think they've just now gotten to that place. Huh. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. That's wild. But honestly, if they're meant to be, then I hope it works out. And if this is just the twin flame stuff, pull in more, push pull, then that would also, make some sense. But I do want to do a video about that. They're the best example I've ever seen of twin flames. Even their birth charts, it's like wild. Okay. Babalu asked a little while ago, can we look at how Kate is feeling about William? So we're going to pull a card on that real fast. Maybe in any life, Voice of Davis said, maybe in a future life. That could be. That could definitely be Voice of Davis. I always thought they would get back together like J-Lo and Ben. Heat Lifer says, what if they do? Honestly, Heat Lifer, I could see it. I could see it. Based on this reading, yeah, I said 2 years, but hey, give it 20 years and they may totally get back together. Beth said, wait. Oh, why, Shawn? Why? Right? Right? Why, Shawn? Okay, how does Kate feel towards William? One step back to the royalty. How does Kate feel towards William? The moon card. Ugh, I don't like this. This is a lot of emotion, but it's like emotion that's hidden. The moon card, this is about like, yeah, emotions that are hidden, things that are hidden. She feels like there's a lot about him that she doesn't know. She loves him, cares for him deeply. The moon is emotion. But the moon goes in phases, like there's a full moon, a new moon, a waning, a waxing moon. She feels like depending on the day, depending on the moment, um, she feels like he has so many different sides. Like sometimes she feels like she can really count on him and like they're having a great time together. Then sometimes he's not answering the phone and she doesn't hear from him, but then she starts hearing rumors. It's like she feels like there's just like so much about him that I don't know. And she feels deep down that there's so much about him that she will never know. That there's a part of him that she can't get to, that she can't reach. That's really, really sad. Oh my God. Okay. Any clarifier there? Oh my gosh. I have like total goosebumps on my face. That's like very intense and sad. The 10 of Cups just flew out. Stop confirmation. Remember in the reading that we just did on them? Oh my God. Of course, y'all remember. We were all here. I can't even believe this. So, yeah, talking about how they were the ones having the issues. The fact that this card just came out again, so wild, confirms that yes, there is a lot of confusion that she feels very much like there's so much about him that she'll never know. And it has to do with I mean, she still considers him the love of her life, but this perfect image, this perfect fairy tale feels further and further away every single day. Oh, gosh, that is sad, you guys. Okay, how does William feel towards Kate? Might as well while we're here. 'Cause if he has all this like this hidden stuff, like I don't know, is he even capable of love? Like, why would you have so many secrets from your wife? How does William feel towards Kate? The Queen of Pentacles. Stop it. The tarot tea is on fire today. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. The fact that we've done in the royal reading, we've gotten both the king and queen. Just triple, quadruple confirmation yet again. He sees her as his queen. Now, if you'll notice, Queen of Pentacles is not Queen of Cups, which is what Travis pulled for Taylor. We pulled for Travis how he feels about Taylor. That's the emotion energy. Queen of Pentacles, she's also a Capricorn sun. So this would definitely be a Capricorn energy. But he sees her simply and purely as his queen. He sees her as the person that he wants by his side when he is ruling. He sees her as the future queen, so he needs her to behave a certain way. This is very much about their roles in life. It's very cold, to be honest with you, to pull that as the first card. Like, if it were to be a clarifier, I would say, oh, that's cool. That's just like confirmation of whatever we were just looking into. But the fact that this is the initial card that we have allegedly for entertainment purposes that depicts how he feels about her, it's very cold. It's like, she's my queen. That's her role. It's not like I love her so much and she makes me so happy. And I don't know. It's weird. Let's get one more just to see if anything else will come through for how William feels about Kate. So it gives me the ick. I think he has a lot of layers that we do not know about. And I'm starting to think he's actually the one at the center of the scandals. That's what all the tarot tea is pointing towards. And that would make sense because he's the one that everybody thinks is so innocent. It's always those innocent ones that are the worst. Anything else? King of Cups. What? This is for how he feels about her. Okay. Wow. You know how guys, buckle up, guys. This just got even crazier. This would also put another layer of explanation onto what they may be afraid of people knowing. So he views her as his Queen of Pentacles, but he also, when he looks at her, he sees the King of Cups. I would say allegedly, for entertainment purposes, there is someone in her life that he thinks that she is in love with. So, yes, this is so weird. Yes, I think that he has all of these secrets and layers and, that moon card. But if we really think about it, not this doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes people will see how their parents behave and they'll try to do the exact opposite, right? And then other times people will subconsciously just keep repeating family patterns, right? And they'll just keep living out the same pattern. If we look at what happened between William's mother and father, Princess Diana and Charles, then this story isn't so far fetched. It's coming through right now. So, Princess Diana, after she passed away, may she rest in peace, all of these stories, all of these things came out about, the affairs that she had and like all this stuff. But if you really look at what went on between them, Charles, was always in love with Camilla. In my opinion, he had all of the affairs and did all that stuff first. If you really look at like the stories that are out there and you compare timelines, it really seems to me that Diana wanted to be with Charles, but he wasn't around. He wasn't in love with her. He even admitted that later. And she knew that. So there came a time where she knew that he was with like Camilla and that he was cheating on her and doing all this stuff. So then she decided rather than just stay sad, and just sit around waiting for someone who's not in love with you, she did find, she fell in love with other people and she had other relationships. So on paper, yes, it looks like she cheated, but if you really look at it, it's like, I don't think that her marriage with Charles, there was really ever a time period where she didn't feel like Camilla Parker Bowles was involved, um, which is wild. And Harry talks about that in his book. So, I think that was Harry's book. So the repeating story would be that that's basically happened again. So maybe Rose Hanbury, maybe all these other people, whatever. There could be other people. I'm sure there are people we don't even know about. Celebrities, like all kinds of stuff could be going on with William. So much that she knows that there's a lot that she doesn't know, but she knows that things have been going on. And so there's a possibility that she's met someone else, someone who could be a real love. And part of the confusion and part of the difficulty for her is that she may want to leave William to go be with her real love, and he may not want her to leave. Oh my God. Guys, we'll see what the next year brings for the Royals. I'll just say that. Wow. Wow. That is extremely sad. That says, I think he's shady and has so many secrets that stinks. I agree with you. I also think that Kate, I don't think that she like, I mean, who knows, right? Her real personality, but I don't let's actually pull on for her personality because I want to say I don't feel like she's a bad person. Like she doesn't give me like the ick. William gives me the ick. Harry gives me slight ick. Harry gives me like kind of brat energy a little bit. And Meghan Markle, I don't know. She's an actress, so she's hard to read. um, what is Kate Middleton's personality like? What's her true energy? Like what are her what's her motivation in life? Like what just my God, you guys, the Empress, the true queen energy. Wow. Oh my gosh. Goosebumps. What if the person who succeeds the throne is Kate or something? I mean, like, seriously. Maybe this is the crazy non-traditional ruler. This is basically saying the true queen. So on the outside, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, this is gonna be wild. On the outside, the Windsors have this energy of being the king and the queen and this royal bloodline and blah, 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 right? But what does it mean to be a true queen or king or leader, basically? A true leader is very Pluto and Aquarius. A true leader has the best interests of the people. A true leader is only leading because someone has to be the spearhead to communicate and to set things up, but not because they feel they're better than other people. They just have the role of doing these specific tasks. Basically, humility, kindness, goodness, benevolence, like that's a true empress, a true leader. The king and queen, that's more of like I would say just like a label or a title or an ego thing or something that you luck into. The empress energy is something that you cultivate. It's someone that you are. And I think that she has a beautiful spirit, basically, based on this, like she is someone who really is a leader. She does things for the right reasons. I think she's a good person. And I think she really does care about the people in her life, and she does her best in everything, because she genuinely wants to do right by the people around her, and she cares a lot about others. So this is beautiful. A lot of inner strength. So I'm gonna say I think I'm rooting for her. Honestly, I'm team Kate. No matter what happens with the Royals, I'm team Kate. So I hope that she feels better. I hope that she does, end up with her King of Cups if William is doing the same BS that Charles did to Diana. So that is wild, but okay, we're gonna move on to another, hopefully slightly less dark tea celebrity potential breakup tea situation. So also on the list, Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. There have been a lot of breakup rumors. There were also rumors that I heard that basically Kylie wanted to become an actress and she was telling Timothy that she wanted to act with him and that he said no and like that he didn't want to act with her and like yada yada. People have said that now they're breaking up because Timothy like was like, no, like you're getting way too into my thing. Like you're supposed to be doing that. And I feel like the Kardashians get this reputation where it seems like they kind of embarrass sometimes like the people around them, which is sad. I haven't really analyzed why that is. Why do you guys think that is? I don't know because I feel like a lot of people are like out and about doing things. Maybe it's a reality show thing. There's a stigma. I don't know, but that's what people have said. Basically, they're like, they're done. And they haven't confirmed it. So let's do a tarot tea reading and see. Chrissy says, Bridget was announced that he's going on tour in September to Rio in Brazil. Okay. About Harry Styles. Okay. Thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate that. Do you know if he's going to do like a lot of different shows or is it just that one show? He's going on tour. Is he in Hangman Energy because he's not wanting to do that? Like, did he sign that contract a long time ago? Interesting. Good to know. Thank you so much, Chrissy. That's helpful. Babalu says he probably has a secret baby somewhere. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Mm. Wait, what? Sage Moon. Sage Moon, Kate Leo rising too. I believe she would have Pluto transing her seventh house. Yo. Whoa. Also, okay. Leo energy, when it's in its positive light, its highest vibration, Leo is the king or the queen. But like the true king or queen that leads from a place of generosity, also found on the strength card. Leo rising. Oh my gosh, she's like she's the true royal energy. And for Pluto to be transiting your seventh house, yeah, a lot of realizations, a lot of breakthroughs, and Pluto destroys to rebuild. So I think looks like her relationship is in a place of destruction so that she can be her true Leo rising, her true queen self, her empress self, I should say. Not the queen, the empress. Okay, this is wild. Wow. Thank you, Sage Moon. That's so Sage Moon, you know so much about astrology. Even in your comments that you've been leaving over in like the member channel. I love your comments, Sage Moon. You always have such good insight and like, yeah, love it. Okay, what was I even about to read? Okay, yeah, Kylie and Timothy. I'm like, I get sucked into the royal stuff. I think just because there's so much like darkness and my Scorpio moon is like, it's so taboo. But okay, Timothy and Kylie. What's going on with them? Let's see. Any truth to these rumors? Let's just see what comes through. Uh, King of Wands. Okay, Timothy is how should we say this? Just Beth, do you want to tell him? No, Timothy Timothy leads with the wands, okay? He is spirited, we'll say that. There's a lot of physical attraction that he has towards Kylie, okay? And the fact that that came out first, that could be clouding his judgment in some way. Okay, interesting. Let's get how she feels about Timothy. How does Kylie feel about Timothy right now? Okay. Six of Cups. Her soulmate. I mean, she's really into him too. What's interesting here though is that we got King of Wands for him and 6 of Cups for her. This is also a past life energy. This is like, I feel like I've known you forever. She's really, really into him. That's genuine. All right. So I need a clarifier on this King of Wands. Is he just passionate towards her or is he a King of Wands in general? Because there are some rumors about Timothy Chalamet. Clarifier for the King of Wands. Temperance. Huh. Let me get another one there. Because those are two opposite energies. King of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Um, Timothy seems to be a little bit more focused on himself. And Kylie seems to be in a stage where she's really ready to be with like her one and only, her long-term love. She does have like a couple of kids with Travis Scott. They're not married. I think she's had to do a lot on her own. And I think that she really is ready to have like a partner, someone that she sees every day, someone that does things with her kids. And like she really wants that life where she's like with someone. She has a significant other. I think that it was hurtful, it made her kind of sad that she had to be so independent. And I think that's why I tried to make that work for a long time, but it didn't work. And for him, this might be kind of more of the same energy as Travis Scott, to be honest with you, because we have both the King of Wands, which is a powerful, passionate energy, and the King of Pentacles, which is very motivated by money and finances. And then we have Temperance, which is trying to balance those things out, trying to find the balance. I just think, and I don't know how old he is off the top of my head, but he might just be in a different stage of life. And King of Wands, attraction can bring two people together, but when life gets real, and if the relationship starts to negatively impact the pentacles of the King of Pentacles, they're not going to want to stay in it. So I feel like he's conflicted because of what he wants for himself versus the fact that he's like drawn to her. It's like a physical attraction. Okay. So let's do past, present, future to clarify this storyline because she's really into him. Okay, in the past for these two. 3 of Cups. Celebratory energy, but also 3 is a crowd. Okay, so in the past, when they first got together, I think that this is 3 females. Okay, I think that he was playing the field. I think that he was dating a few people. Now, this is something that Kylie is not really phased by. I think that a lot of the men in Hollywood that she's dated in the past, this was kind of something that when she would first get with them, they would also have a lot of other women around them. And so there would be a time period where she would have to like claim him or have him claim her. You know what I mean? Just like she had to, I don't know, like accept certain things in the very beginning. There were more people in the picture. Okay. And then what about in the present? Eight of Pentacles, working hard. Clarifier, working hard on what? Huh? Oh my God. You cannot freaking make this up. So we go from the 8 of Pentacles working hard to like create something to the 4 of Wands, which 4 is the foundation in numerology and 8 is like the outcome. So, and like your rewards, the abundance that you get from working hard. So she is trying to work backwards. She is envisioning in her mind, this is definitely Kylie. She's envisioning in her mind and has been from the beginning, like he had other women around him, but she, in her mind, the whole time when they first got together, she was like, this is my 6 of Cups person. So I'm going to do whatever I need to do to like make this happen. And I'm not saying like in a bad way. Maybe it was like just being strategic. Like maybe when she would usually want to get mad, she wouldn't. Or maybe it was like she was getting a lot of advice or she would just kind of like play hard to get. She has always had an outcome in mind. And the outcome she has with him is 4 of Wands. She wants marriage. She wants a home. Like I was saying kind of before, this is confirming that. And this is what she really sees for the future. But she is trying right now to work really hard to make it happen. And I think even like not walking the red carpet with him, like she's really trying to do whatever she thinks he needs her to do with that King of Pentacles energy in the forefront. Hmm. Interesting. We do have 4 of wands for the future. Or wait, I'm sorry. Was that a clarifier? Dang it. I think that was a clarifier. Sorry. The clarifier for that. Okay, that makes it. Yeah. So that's what she was working hard with that in mind. Okay. And what about the future? What will really happen in the future? Next 6 months. My gosh, I want to catch up with what y'all are saying. Beth says that Scorpio moon be drawn to the darkness. Hee hee. No, no, it's true. It's true. It's true, Beth. It's okay. It really means you like to know the depth of what you are studying. Ah, that too. Maybe they're both a little true, Beth. Sometimes I like a spooky story and I want to know every detail. All right. I like a good mystery for sure. In another life, I would be a detective. Okay. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Timothy and Kylie and what is happening for them the next 6 months. We know what her focus is. No, 5 of cups. Look at this. The person is crying. Okay. This Kylie cannot catch a break. I wonder what's going on with her birth chart. This is sad. Okay, so what this is telling me also though, because the cards we were drawing for him first, I mean, this energy, King of Pentacles and King of Wands and Temperance, this is like someone who's very self-focused right now. And this doesn't mean that he's necessarily a bad person. Like Voice of Davis said, he is he's 28. Okay. He might not have even had his his Saturn return yet. He might just be going through that Saturn return person of like growing up. Big press tour for Dune 2. So yeah, he's focused on himself. And sometimes in life, you do need to focus on yourself, right? You got to put your own oxygen mask on first. He doesn't have the luxury right now of slowing down. You know, if he stops acting, if he stops working, the checks won't be coming in, and he has a vision for himself as well. So his vision involves him putting his oxygen mask on and building his life. He wants to be, someone that he feels proud of, and she also wants her life to be about them. So he's more thinking of himself right now. That's his face. She's thinking about our future. She's thinking about the 6 of cups. This is the one, and unfortunately 5 of cups. It looks like in the next 6 months, if it hasn't, I'm not getting that they've broken up right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, went on a break or had some sort of fight, and that's what, like, the sources were saying. I think this came from someplace. I don't know how accurate the rumors are, but if it's not already, if it's just the beginnings, like the beginning rumblings of a breakup, I think that they've started to kind of have some disconnects, and, yeah, that's so sad with the 5 of cups. In the future, I think that I think they're gonna break up. This is sad. Okay. But if it doesn't work out, there's always somebody else for them. They're both young, and if it's not the one, better to move on. But I do think it's gonna be a heartbreak big time. Let's see if we can get one more clarifier for that 5 of cups before we move on to our last story. One more clarifier for that 5 of cups. The Lovers card. Yeah, just clarifying that it is about a breakup between 2 lovers. That's sad. I think they're gonna break each other's hearts because we have this Lovers card. That's really sad. Sometimes things just line up in the perfect way for them to line up just enough for when it doesn't fully work out, there's heartbreak for both people. It's one of those rare instances. So sending them love, that is so sad. Um But again, they both have a lot going for them, a lot to be grateful for. I'm sure they'll find other people who are more suited to them. So we're not gonna feel too bad about that. All right, let's move on. Last and final story. Uh, Jonathan Van Ness from Queer Eye. Accusations have been coming out all week about angry outbursts, his antics on set. Everybody really thought that he was just such a bubbly ball of light. I know that I did. Whenever I would watch Queer Eye, he was one of my favorites. I thought he was just so fun and kind and free spirited. He had this like effervescent energy. I was shocked. I was shocked to hear all these people saying that he would just like yell at people for no reason. One person even said that he would pick someone on set and just um, basically just treat them like terribly for that one day. It sounds completely unhinged, and I'm surprised that he didn't get fired. So I really want to look into these rumors and see what happened and what's going on. Penny, I say the same thing, Britt. Oh my gosh, of course you do, Penny. Let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying before we move on. Sage Moon says, I'm so shocked how they are for each other. Always presumed their relationship to be PR one, right? Same. I was really surprised. Like in the very beginning, it didn't seem real. But the TRT picks up on their love. LOL, I'm shook for real, for real. I know, Stacey, I feel like it's one of those relationships though where it's like in her mind, we had the 6 of cups for her. It's like for her, it's like a fantasy of like, oh my gosh, like this guy is so perfect and he's like A-list and famous and and he's classy and he cares about me and like everybody looks at him as like he's so like I don't know, for her, I feel like she put him on like a pedestal in a way. 6 of cups. Like it made her feel special to be with him for whatever reason. And then for him with the King of Wands, he was just like really attracted to her. And King of Pentacles, he's also like in a phase where he's like experiencing what it feels like to be powerful and like, I just think, yeah, I just think there was a lot of real passion, but I don't know if it was enough real love to sustain them. I think they both had their own reasons for being attracted to the other person, but it wasn't like true love. You know what I mean? Maybe it was like true lust or something. Okay. Let's see. Hi, MJ's grandma. Oh, we were talking about yeah, Timothy and Kylie. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, this is our last story. And I got to go pack. Ooh, I didn't realize how late it was. Well, we had a lot to catch up on. Sometimes that just happens. Sometimes a call just goes long. Our FaceTime call. Okay, so let's see what went on with Jonathan Van Ness. Does anybody else have thoughts about this? It's pretty shocking. Okay, wait, before we move on, hold on. One more for Voice of Davis. I didn't see this till just now. Voice of Davis, can you pull a card on why Kylie hasn't really talked about Dune 2? Yes, I will. I'm gonna say I think that it's because he's the King of Pentacles. I think he maybe told her not to. Well, let's see what the cards say, Voice of Davis. Why has Kylie not talked about Dune 2 at all? It is almost weird. It's like they don't, yeah, it's weird. They've been weirdly secretive about it. Oh, yes. One flew over. Okay, the Lovers card. What? Remember we had that for their future breakup in the past, present, future reading. Let's get one more. Why the Lovers card? What does that have to do with her not talking about Dune or his career? Ace of Cups. Okay. One more clarifier. King of Swords. Okay. Yikes. This is okay. I think that Timothy Chalamet is a little allegedly for entertainment purposes. I don't like that person very much. I'm sorry. This energy is weird. He just seems very this is harsh. So she wants to talk about him. Lover's card. She's really happy and excited about their relationship. Like she would be like gushing about him and talking about him and being like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of him." Like she wants to do that. Ace of Cups card. I think that she has maybe done that. Like maybe she kind of did that in front of people and he heard something. Something's gone on because her cup runneth over with love and expression and like she wants to shout it from the rooftops. Basically, this kind of reminds me of like Taylor Swift with Joe Alwyn when she like felt like she had to hide away because Joe, like, wanted her to hide. Because anyway, because he's the King of Swords in this situation, and King of Swords are about communication, like, literally. Swords can be about the way that we think and the way that we talk, what we say to people. It also alludes to, that old saying that what is it? It's like your sword or your tongue can be like a sword, like, words can cut like a knife, words can injure more than, more than anything else. And King of Swords energy also cutting things off. He has told her that he doesn't sorry, I mean, this is weird, but he has told her explicitly, he's had a conversation with her saying, "I don't want you to talk about my career. I don't want you to talk about me at all. And I don't know what he said. We got the temperance card for him. So the temperance card is very measured. This would not be like yelling at someone. It wouldn't be coming on strong. Temperance is like really almost like the way you say it is so smooth. And it's like you could probably say the meanest thing to someone if you're in temperance energy, but the way you say it is so smooth that they almost won't even notice. So he has it's kind of manipulative. Um, he's basically told her in some way, like, don't don't talk about me, like just don't say anything. And that could be a little bit that he's embarrassed, which sucks. Yeah. Okay. That's that. I could go into it further, but I'm gonna put a pin in that. Yeah. I think that that card for their future was pretty spot on. She's got to find someone who's proud to be with her. Okay. That's a little sad. Okay. All right, back to Jonathan Van Ness. Has anyone else heard about this stuff? I don't know. I thought this, oh my God, and I forgot one last one. Um, I remember while I was walking Archer earlier that I forgot to write it on the announcement thing. I also wanted to do a quick card pull on Jay Shetty, that guru guy. I just want to see like what's going on with him. Have y'all heard about that? People are saying that he like lied about his past, how he was like a monk and this and that, and he plagiarized. It's pretty serious. So, all right, Jonathan Van Ness. What the heck is all that about? Eight of Cups walking away. Yeah. People are walking away from him. Three of Cups. I would definitely say this is the Queer Eye crew. You know, everybody from the outside thought that they were all friends and they all seemed like they were having so much fun. Like these people on this card, it's like this perception of just like, oh my gosh, they're having so much fun. And like it's such a happy, exciting, fun friendship these people have, the Fab Five. Um, Eight of Cups, though. And oh, okay, this sounds weird too, but like eight minus three 5, not to be too Taylor Swift on it, but yeah, Fab 5. This is basically saying, wow, I do feel this connection here. Intuitively, that came through for some reason. They were a 3 they were a 3 of cups energy where that's how it was supposed to be. That's how they presented themselves, but they're all walking away from him, and they already have walked away from him, but this is more so publicly now. Like, no one's coming out to say, "Hey, no, he was great." Like, I haven't heard any of the Fab Five, like not Anthony, not Karamo. Like no one has come out and said that's not true. He was great. We had a wonderful time. Whoever's saying that is just disgruntled. Like they've walked away. Hmm. Tarot T is spot on. Thank you, MJ's grandma. I appreciate that. Okay, Sage Moon says it's gonna be Kindle and Bad Bunny energy. To be honest, oh yeah, about for sure. Wouldn't be surprised if that guy lied. I feel like some of the internet gurus would do anything to be seen that way, but who knows? The tarot T does. LOL. Sage Moon. That was good. Sage Moon, are you available to write the t-shirt slogans? You have the best like little zing. Okay. Y'all are awesome. Y'all crack me up so much. Okay, anything else about the whole situation? It's weird. I just want to pull a couple cards. I thought it was so strange that it's coming out now. And he was just so beloved. It's weird. Seven of Wands. Guys, you cannot make this stuff up. This is like, look at this. This is competition. This is fighting dirty. And this would be the explanation card. If there can ever be an explanation, there's really no excuse for that kind of behavior, going onto a set and being like abusive to everybody. Like that's like verbally abusive. Like that's never okay. But the reason that he did this, the mentality behind it is Seven of Wands energy. Basically, he wanted to be the best. He wanted to win. And he felt like this is out. Now we're getting a little dark. There's my Scorpio moon again. He felt like they shined brighter than he did, and that's just a self-esteem thing because that's not true. He actually shines really brightly, his the whole hair thing and, like, no, I would say he was one of, if not the star of the whole thing. but he didn't feel like that inside. So he was actually very competitive with people. So when he would feel jealous, he would lash out to try to bring people down a peg. It came really from insecurity. And you can't go around acting like this though. Like it's going to catch up to you. So he's got to fix that. He's got to work on that. But yeah, I mean, I would say this is confirmation that whoever alleged that these things happened, I think they were telling the truth. And I think that he was just, wow, this Seven of Swords, just standing on top, just poking everybody, poking all those other people holding swords. So if he saw someone's passion, if he saw someone's energy that was bright and shiny, he would like try to knock them down. That is really yucky. Okay. Well, I'm satisfied with that answer. That makes a ton of sense to me. Okay. Jay Shetty. Looks like the Hamburglar. Wait, wait, who does? Oh my god. Who looks like the Hamburglar MJ's grandma? That is so funny. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Okay, Jay Shetty. We're talking about Jay Shetty? The Seven of Swords card in the deck. Oh, thank you, Sage Moon. Yes, it totally does. Oh my god, that's hilarious. The hamburger definitely has Hamburglar energy. Seven of Wands. Oh, I knew what you meant, Sage Moon. Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Subliminal message. Okay, Jay Shetty. What is going on with him? I don't want to take upright cards. Let's just see. Let's just see why now. Remember, so many people are being exposed. Pluto and Aquarius. Aquarius is the zodiac sign associated with the collective. It rules the 11th house, which is humanitarianism and like truly bringing people together. And I think that anyone who's been misusing that, who's a public figure, especially, is going to be exposed. Pluto tears things down that tears down things that are like impure, things that are misrepresenting themselves or something without substance is going to get torn down by Pluto. We were just talking about how my Scorpio moon always wants the truth. Same thing with Pluto. Pluto rules Scorpio. Pluto wants the truth. It's not going to settle for just like a surface answer. So if Jay Shetty's intentions aren't pure, while he's out there with that energy of the collective teaching and doing all this stuff, he's going to be exposed during this Pluto and Aquarius transit. I'm telling you. All right, so let's get some energy around him. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Jay Shetty, what is going on? That would be so sad. So, Beth, do you like Jay? I've seen some of the stuff that he's said, and I like that he has a positive message. There have also been times where I've felt like, I don't know, I've sensed a little something weird, something off. Like maybe like performative or something. I don't know. Okay, let's just let the tarot tea talk. I'm not going to give my personal things. Okay, Six of Wands, Best Friend of the Year awards. So, okay, this definitely sounds like him. This is someone who is Best Friend of the Year, like very, very much about being positive, being there for people. This person's winning an award, winning a trophy. He definitely is heralded right now as like the top guru in Hollywood. This person's on a stage, they have a trophy, and they have all these wands next to them. So, oh, excuse me. My gosh. Okay. it's like it's like when they start playing the music during an award speech to like play you off. That's what my yawns start doing. They're like, go to bed. Okay. Gonna wrap this up with Jay Shetty. Um, okay, that looks like him for sure. So that's his energy. That's how he comes through. All right. So what's going on with him? Oh, wow. I've never noticed this before in this card. Just looking at it, all these people are clapping. Those little shadows in the front, they're clapping. And there's just two spotlights. I've never like looked, I guess, that closely or noticed that. Yeah, this is about him. Wow. Okay, this is cool. So this is definitely his energy coming through. This is how he presents himself as this perfect person that everyone loves so much. Okay. So what's the real story with him? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What's the real energy? What is his real energy? What? Holy guys, are y'all seeing this? The 8 of swords. Prisons that we create for ourselves. Oh my god. Okay, he might even be relieved that this stuff is coming out. Oh my gosh. So the way he presents himself and the way he feels inside are very different. Like you couldn't get more different than this. I have goosebumps all over my face. Oh my god. Okay, so he presents himself as this energy of just everyone loves him, the 6 of wands, and he needs everyone to love him. He wants everyone to love him. Like, and he acts truly in a way that people like that's genuine. Like he acts in a way that people just love and they feel so inspired by him and he's really able to like create this energy around him. But all of this love and all of this praise comes with a cost because if you're not being who you really are and you're loved for being someone that you're not, if you're loved for this facade, it's exhausting. 8 of swords, you're in a prison basically because you have to keep acting this way or else you're going to lose all of your fame and fortune. And 8 of swords, this is like a prison that we've built for ourselves. This is basically something that he's created that now he has to keep up with. And it makes him so stressed out. Okay, let's get another clarifier. This is Beth, no freaking way. I know, like what? But we're all human, right? So even though I'll say this, if he's presenting himself as perfect, this is the worries that we create for ourselves. Like there's no saying like who's to say that if he wasn't himself and he came out and talked about like his real problems or something or what he struggles with, you know, who's to say that people wouldn't love him? I will argue to say that with Pluto and Aquarius, if he would just be real and just say, "Hey, these are my biggest struggles and these are the mistakes I've made and da da da. And even though I'm a guru and I try my best every day, I'm still not perfect." Who's to say that people wouldn't love him even more? I mean, the worries and the things that stress us out that we create for ourselves, this could be his own judgments and perceptions that he puts on himself. Um, Perfection is not sustainable for any of us, right? None of us are above um, being a human. We're all human. So you have to be careful about projecting yourself as like perfect or holier than thou. All right, these two flew out, so we're going to definitely take them. Very weird because these are the Timothy Chalamet cards that we pulled earlier. I do not know why they both flew out at the same time. We're just going to take it. Uh, he has similar energy to Timothy Chalamet. There's some symbolism there. King of Pentacles. He wants to be financially successful. Okay. I mean, hey, I don't think anybody gets in the entertainment industry or, does what he's doing without having some goal to be financially successful. I think that's kind of part of it. Temperance. Wow. This is like Timothy Chalamet having to act like saying what he needed to say, but like approaching it softly. Jay tries to temper this, this King of Pentacles energy by tiptoeing softly around it. He doesn't ever want to come across as the King of Pentacles. So he comes across as temperate. Like he tries to be very much like, and I do not know like what he talks about, like what does he say about money? I'm not sure what his stance is or what he said about how much money. I know like a lot of monks, or I think all monks take like vows of poverty. I don't think that he's impoverished. I don't know where he lives, but I'm just saying I just don't know enough about him. But the story for him is that he tries to look this person like smiling and like, "Oh, like I'm just temperate." Like it's like also an angel energy. It's like, "Oh no. No, no, no. I'm just I don't need that or whatever." Meanwhile, he has his business manager say, "Charge actually we need to charge 100 more dollars for tickets and because he's actually the king of pentacles behind this angel energy." I mean, it's very much giving like he created a persona. He had this it's almost like being good at marketing, not to say that he's a bad person, I'm not saying that, but it's just he had an idea of how he could be successful, and he decided that this was the way to do it, and he created a brand, an image, and, that involved him putting on a certain type of show and presenting himself in a way that isn't true necessarily to who he really, really is all the time because he wanted to make money. I mean, that's tough when you create a persona that isn't you and you're trying to make money from it. I mean, And never just relax and let your guard down and be yourself. Okay. How does he feel now that all this stuff has been coming out about him? How does he feel? How does Jay Shetty feel about all this? Because a part of me feels like he's going to be relieved. It's almost like the pressure of the Eight of Swords was like started to close in on him. How does he feel? Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. I don't think that I don't think he feels relieved. Actually, according to the tarot T, truth allegedly, he feels like, you know what? I am still here. A lot of people have been canceled. A lot of people have made mistakes. A lot of people have lost money. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady advancement. Continue to move forward. He's like, this is just a bump in the road for me. He's definitely trying to like mindset his way out of this. He has no intention of going away. He has no intention of taking accountability, allegedly. He's like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Wow. How is this going to impact his career? Seven of Pentacles. He's going to have to work twice as hard. Seven of Pentacles is hard work. Coming before the Eight of Pentacles, it's like the really hard work. Like you are, and working in solitude. Seven is about like the inner self, solitude. It's having to do a lot of things alone. He's going to have to rebuild. Ugh. Okay. Anything else? And I'm going to catch up on what you guys are saying. Anything else? Ooh, Seven of Cups. A lot of choices to make. This is kind of like a point where he could make a different choice. He could get out of the Eight of Swords energy if he wanted to by coming clean. It doesn't look like he's going to do that, but this is almost like giving him a weird, like hidden opportunity to be more of himself in the public eye. To admit, like what he's been doing. It looks like he might consider it for a second. Anything else? Hi, sweetie. Six of Swords. Moving away from one situation and moving to another situation. He may literally move. I could see him like moving back to like India or going to take time away and like an ashram and making like a big deal of it, saying like kind of like, when celebrities like they will get in trouble and like especially back in like the 2000s, they would like get in trouble and then they would like get bailed out of jail, then they like go to rehab. I could see him like moving to like India or going to do like a spiritual retreat or something and not really addressing what's happened, but like going, doing that, working hard on building like a new philosophy and then maybe lightly addressing it a little bit in like a year. So, I mean, he's the Knight of Pentacles. He's going to continue putting one foot in front of the other. I don't see him really changing or getting off course. Very interesting. Let's see what you guys have to say. I'm so curious. I thought he was from India. Let's see. British accent? Is he from England? Has he spoken about being Indian? Oh, wait, yeah. See, I have not really paid too much attention to him in a while because I did get like a weird feeling about him. Just to be honest, I did. I felt like it was fake. It was like I feel like it's like this stuff. And my aura reading did say that I see through bullshit, and that sometimes it sucks because I can't enjoy like the fakery and fun of it all. Okay, let's see. Beth says Sunny is rubbing off on you. Wait, what? Sunny's rubbing off on me? What did I do? Did I act like a dog? Oh my god, Beth. Sage when he likes praise, British accent, allegedly, 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 allegedly. It's a false self, kinda ironic. Exactly, Sage Moon. Exactly, and you know what? I mean, we're all learning together, so I feel like you can't really put yourself above people, like, that's just kinda gonna happen. I mean, maybe part of the reason that he has so many good things to say is because he's flawed like the rest of us, and so maybe if you just own more of that as well, it would be helpful, right, for everybody. Huh. Almost like he doesn't practice what he preaches. Yeah, it seems like he might have issues with, like, greed, being that King of Pentacles. Everybody has vices, but It seems like that might be his vice and something that he struggles with the most. MJ's grandma, interesting. I can never relax to his voice. Ah, okay. So maybe you feel a little bit weird about you, like your intuition might be picking up on some sort of incongruence, like some lack of integrity. No integrity, Sageman says. Yep. Heat Lifer says, interesting. Always something about him that I've never believed that gut feeling of not being real. Okay, see, so a lot of us have felt this way. Our intuition doesn't lie, and maybe we can't put our finger on it. But like you can feel when something is just kind of, I don't know. Like at one point, I really did like him when he first came on the scene. And then, yeah, gradually, I just was like, I don't know. All right. So we all kind of felt it. What about his marriage? Is that real or PR? Okay, Babalu, that is such a good question. Let's do that. What a turd, Beth. What a turd. Beth. Sage Moon, his tower moment. Yes. And the thing about the tower moment is what you do with it is up to you, right? It's very Pluto and Aquarius, a tower moment. It's like you have an opportunity when the tower falls to rebuild in a way that's authentic, or you can keep making the same mistake and probably have another tower moment in the future. MJ's grandma, he's canceled now. No one is going to trust him. He's got to go up to do another spiritual retreat or something and try to like regain his air of like mystery and whatever. Okay. What about his marriage? Not the moon card, not the card that we got for Kate about how she feels about William. His marriage. There's a lot of mystery around his marriage. There's a lot that we don't know, a lot that we don't see, a lot that is hidden about the reality of that relationship. Ooh, I just got chills. Oh my god. Okay, confirmation there. Let's see how they feel about each other then. Ooh, that is not the feeling you want to have about a marriage. I'm sorry to say. How does his she feel about him? How does Shetty's wife really feel about him? The strength card. She sees him as strong. The lion is the king of the jungle. What else? Get a clarifier on how she sees him. Guys, the devil card. Okay, I'm gonna let's see how he sees her. The lion and the devil. Okay, on the strength card also there's a number 8. The Roman numerals are 8. The king of the jungle, 8 energy. 8 is the energy of abundance and money. We did get King of Pentacles for his energy as well. And the devil card is like the devil card can be just like lighthearted mischievous, or the devil card can be the devil card. And the devil card can also represent someone who's in chains because of their ego. Dang. Okay. Well, she sees the true him. And how does he feel about her? Honestly, it's a little scary for her to him, like how she feels about him. Okay. I don't like that at all. Okay. How does he feel about her? How does Jay feel about his wife? Allegedly. 3 of Wands. He's looking to the future. Let's get a clarifier. Eight of Wands. Things are up in the air. Okay, his future with her is up in the air right now. Oh my gosh. That seems like the opposite of what he would want. I think she's seeing the real him more and more. Okay, well, okay, that card just fell out. The High Priestess, he sees her as highly intuitive. Okay, what's interesting about this High Priestess card is that we also got the moon when we're talking about their relationship overall, and these are both major arcana cards. And the fact that they both came out in their marriage reading is really it definitely says something. With the moon card and the High Priestess, a lot of moon energy, a lot of hidden. He sees that he thinks that she also has a lot that's hidden about her. He sees her as very intuitive, but also very mysterious. Okay, how else does Jay feel about his wife? Six of Pentacles, she's very generous. She's very generous, very giving. The Death card. Not the Devil card and the Death card in a marriage reading. Let's get clarity on this Death card. A major ending of some sort. The Nine of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Okay. He is. All right. Let's hold on. Let's back up a little. Okay, so he sees her as this like generous, very he sees her as like a good person. I would say that out of the whole like Jay Shetty, monk thing, the persona and all that, I would say that she is probably the person that actually feels those feelings and actually has an easier time acting in the way that he describes in his books. Sometimes we can be like really great at being philosophical and we can really be good at like telling a story. Maybe someone's like really creative and good at thinking things up, but in practice, maybe, we don't really live that way. You see a lot of people do stuff like that. It's like, the right way to do things, but you're not going to do it. So I think he's good at talking about compassion, good at all of these things, but I think in his real day-to-day life, he struggles with it. Um, and he knows that she sees him. He knows that she really knows who he is. We have this high priestess card. The high priestess, you can't get anything past a high priestess. Like they know things before you even say them. This is an old soul card. So because he knows that she can see through him, especially with everything that's coming up, it's like he can't really hide or deny it anymore. Um, and she sees him as the king of the jungle. That's a survivor, a predator, also an apex predator, and as a devil card energy. So she gets it. She's not whatever illusion she may have had in the past, she does not still have. And so he's concerned, thinking about the future, the Three of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Wands. He's kind of just like resting and waiting to see like what she says, what she does, because he's very afraid that she's going to divorce him. Death card, and ending to the relationship, and a lot of energy here, and the Queen of Swords, in specifically with the Death card, meaning that she will be the one to leave him. She will be the one to cut it off with him. Oh my gosh. So, you know what? I don't even know what to say about all that. Sending everyone involved like healing energy. My Lord, that was crazy. Okay, what are you guys saying? I'm glad that one's over. That was kind of like a lot. That was a lot. Oh my God. Let's see. Sage Moon, why you gotta be a Virgo though? We don't claim him. LOL. Sage Moon, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how is he a Virgo? But every sign has the light and like the good and the bad. And man, a Virgo gone bad, look out. That's what's sad too, is he has the potential to be good. It's almost like that ego. It's the pentacles. I'm telling you, it's the greed. Sorry, I just think that's what it is. Okay. MJ's grandma. Oh my God, that Seven of Cups card reminds me of mom jeans. Too good to be true. Okay. I like it, but so true, right? You have like all these choices, but like none of them are good. They're all just like temptations. Ooh. He was born in London. Thank you, Chrissy. Beth says being truthful may not always be easy, but when you lie and get caught, then I will never believe a word out of their mouth. So true. So true. And like once it's been done, it's been done. So I think he's gonna try, but yeah, I don't think you can really come back from this, especially when you're claiming to be so philosophical and so good. Like, it's not like he is in some sort of profession where it's like you kind of expect it. It's not like he's an actor. Nothing against actors. I've been an actor as well. But it's like in that profession, it's a little more unserious, as the kids are saying. But with this is like it doesn't get more serious than this, like, talking about the way people are living their life, like being a philosopher and being a monk and, like, I mean, yeah. People hold you to a high standard of truth. I agree with you there, Beth. You were yawning and Sunny was laying around getting sleepy. Oh my god, so true. Excuse me, Beth, you just saying the word yawn made or me just saying the word yawn, it made me yawn. Oh my god. So true though. Sunny, we don't have to pull the cards on him to know that he is definitely influencing me to yawn and to wear this hat and not do my makeup, okay? I'm becoming Sunny. Oh, let's see what else. Time's up for him. Yeah, it is. MJ's grandma, ooh, death card in a marriage. Maybe she's done with his shenanigans as well. It looks like it. It really does look like it. Yikes. Heavy, very heavy. Okay, did I miss something? What did what did he lie about his background? Okay, let me see. Let's get the info. That's a good question, Chrissy. Okay. Let's just ask you straight up. What did Jay Shetty lie about? Okay. However, a report by The Guardian claims that Mr. Shetty, author of the best-selling book Think Like a Monk, Train Your Mind for Peace and Purpose Every Day, falsely claimed to have spent 3 years in a temple in India. Oh. Okay, so when I was doing that reading and I had like a weird like intuitive hit where basically it was like I said Knight of Pentacles, maybe he'll go back to India. Maybe he was in India for, like, a short time, and he's gonna go back and spend a bunch of time there, and, like, maybe he'll actually spend years there. What if he turns this around and actually becomes the monk that he always, like, pretended to be? That'd be cool. Um, and, like, if you really do become a monk, like, you really do let go of ego, so, like, then he wouldn't even be bothered by this. Maybe his downfall will force him to actually become the person he's claimed to be all along. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, here we go. Wait, this is a little bit more of the details. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, there's more to the story here. British influencer and author Jay Shetty is under scrutiny after claims emerged that he lied about his life story and plagiarized social media posts. Okay, so it looks like he's done a lot of dishonest things. Yeah, no wonder his wife sees him as the devil card. A report by the British daily newspaper The Guardian said that Mr. Shetty, who officiated actors Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's marriage in 2022, I mean, give me a break. I'm sorry. If this just is giving con artists now, falsely claimed to have spent 3 years in a temple in India. He runs a meditation startup valued at $2 billion, King of Pentacles. His official website said that during his school years, he spent vacations living with monks in India, immersing himself in their wisdom and teachings. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna read this later. Okay, wait, I gotta read this one part too because this is just too silly. This is giving King of Pentacles, Devil card, all that stuff. Okay, after this is a quote. After graduating, Shetty forgoes a life of material success to live as a monk himself, said the report. 3 years later, he has another revelation. His purpose in life is not to live a humble life of a monk, but to use his preternatural oratory skills, oh my God, to share wisdom with the world. Thus begins his transformation and his swift rise to fame. Shetty's success is largely predicated on his riches to rags to riches backstory. It said, "Oh, I'm going to be sick. Give me a break, guys." Okay. Yeah. Jay Shetty just got a dose of reality, I think. From delusion to reality, back to reality. Like, come on. That when I just read that, it seemed like a cult. Do you know what I mean? Like I was feeling cult vibes. Like then he had a revelation that he should become extremely rich. Like, what? That's ridiculous. Okay. Good night, Penny. We're gonna go to sleep too. You're the best. Thank you for staying on here with us, Penny. You guys are the best. It's just so nice to see you, Penny. Sweet dreams. All right. Well, that's all I've got to say tonight anyway. That's all the tea I'm going to spill. I got to go and pack and we got to take Sunny in the morning to bored him because I'm going out of town. It's gonna be a lot going on. She just wrote a cookbook. It's on the New York top 5, says Chrissy. He claims he was following a monk for 3 years. Was that not true? Who knows what was true at this point, Chrissy? Oh my god. Yeah, 2 billion, Beth. What kind of a monk? Listen, and if you really took vows of, like, poverty and you were, like, a true monk, like, I don't know exactly what type of monk or, like, what the specifics are. I won't claim to. I'm not gonna Jay Shetty you guys and pretend to know everything, but sorry, that was mean. But, just from, like, what I read when I studied, like, some Eastern texts and stuff in school, because I have a degree in philosophy, like, we studied, like, all types of religions and, from around the world. It was so interesting. But all of the religions that at least I've studied where people have become monks, part of what they were doing in becoming a monk was leaving the world behind, right? And the riches of the world, like those are meant to be shared and like given. And it's not even that. It's like not even a priority for them. So if in my opinion, if someone was like a true monk, even if they decided to become famous then later, like if they had the values of a monk and they had $2 billion, they would probably just disperse that money to like feed children and like build schools. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Well, he had a good story and people bought it. It's just like anything in Hollywood, it's an illusion, a pretty illusion that people will buy and you can become rich from. He was just playing the role, in my opinion. Oh my god. Yeah, 2 billion. Crazy. God. Oh wait, Chrissy says I went to see him in LA when he was pushing his book. What did you think when you saw him in person, Chrissy? Because a lot of the time, like your intuition, you can like you can just tell about someone. Like I've met some famous people or gone to like different shows, things like that. And like there was one person in particular who was really, I'll talk about this on the members only channel because I really don't want to say it here because this was a kind of like a big thing. Um, when I was first doing like my TV show, I got a really big interview with someone who is extremely wealthy. And yeah, I feel like I should say the rest on the members thing without saying too much though. She was giving some Jay Shetty vibes and her business and everything that she did. I mean, she was very Jay Shetty. And I interviewed her. Okay, I don't want to, I'm going to say the rest on the members thing. I really don't want to give it away. But I saw that when I met her, when I was in person with her, the reasons that I was drawn to her was because of her story and all the things that she said and she spoke about. And she was so like spiritual and but then when I really met her, she was awful. Like, she was not nice to people. She was not warm. Like, it was weird. It was like this. It was like she just knew how to tell a good story. And in my gut, I just was so shocked. They say, like, don't meet your heroes. Like, this was definitely the case of that type of thing. It was like, it was not real. And then she ended up inviting a bunch of people to like participate in this group with her. And she didn't even like invite me or anything. And it was all from the group of people that I brought. And it was for my TV show. And like, she never even tried to connect with me. It was strange. It was like she just wanted to like, I don't know, like use my audience and use the people I brought. And it was not the values that she preached at all. It was total Jay Shetty. I'll reveal more on the members thing, but I can totally see this happening. Basically, I've had that kind of experience before. Uh, bro, I won't Shetty you next big thing. Beth, now that's a T-shirt. I won't. I'm not gonna Shetty you here. Okay, I'm just gonna slap out. Chrissy says I loved it. Okay, well, and you know what? Some people really love the message and we get the message from different places, right? Sometimes like you can get a good message from a bad person even. Like maybe spirit is using that person to give you the message that you need. I mean, who's to say? And everybody has good in them. I'm glad that you felt like you got a lot out of it. That's what counts. That's really what counts. You got what you needed. Good night, Heat Lifer. Thank you for being here and thank you for saying safe travels. I appreciate it. Sweet dreams. This was so much fun. Heat Lifer, you brought some good tea and some good facts. Good night, MJ's grandma. Thank you for being here. It was so fun to have you in here. It's giving scam. It's really giving scam. Okay, he was very here. I was concerned for the people who have broken up with many. I loved how he taught about leaving phones down and talked a lot about meditating. Okay. Yeah. I think that is good. And there is some good to that, right? It's not going to be locked on your phone all the time. You got to live your life. Um, oh, don't worry, Chrissy. It's okay. We know what you meant. Technology. Jay shedding his lies. Ooh, MJ's grandma. That's a good one. Jay shedding his lies. That's a t-shirt too. You read his book. I'm sure it was good. I mean, obviously he's a great writer. Obviously he has ideas that people love. I think the issue is that who he is, isn't uh like you can have good ideas that I think other people can take and use and like they if someone else lives those ideas, then they're probably like great, like in alignment. I just think that he isn't um living that truth. Do you know what I mean? The incongruence is like really within him. Hmm. Paid 250 for your ticket. Well, he's got to charge a high price to help people, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Chrissy, as long as you like got what you wanted, I'm sure it was like a fun event and it was like a positive thing. Um, then that's all that matters. Mainly about relationships and love. Yeah. Well, I would say this, if you connected with it just because he isn't, you know, in integrity within himself, it doesn't mean, like I said, doesn't mean that what he says and like what his ideas are, doesn't mean that those aren't great. Because a lot of what monks talk about and like a lot of these philosophies are amazing. And like if you want to live them, then I think it can really benefit you. It could benefit me. Like, but I feel like it's the person that he is. It's like, do as I say, not as I do. And so he's really the one suffering from it because it would probably help him out a lot if he would live some of um, these truths that he shares because he'd probably be a lot happier and this wouldn't be happening to him. So, anywho, well, that's the Shetty on that. Wild. We're just gonna send him healing. We're gonna send him good vibes, and hopefully he will go and actually make things right by becoming an integrity. I would say he should go and actually spend 3 years in India doing what he said he did. I really would love to see that from him. I think his redemption arc could include actually starting to live what he preaches, and then he'll come back and share rags to riches. Wait, what was it? Riches to riches to rags again. If he comes back on step 4, open arms. We're all going to take him seriously again. So go back to rags, find your inner truth, and actually find your happiness because you probably will be happy. And yeah, talk to us then with Pluto and Aquarius. Maybe this is his tearing down to build back up. I wonder if he's Aquarius rising. That would make some sense. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. I'm gonna go to bed. Now I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna go to bed. Sunny is gonna go to bed too. He is very sleepy, clearly. And you guys, this was fun. I'm so glad we got to catch up. I have a members video that I'm going to put up as well. I got to edit a couple more things, but that'll be up not tonight because I got to go to sleep. That'll be up tomorrow sometime. Probably when I get to New York, I'll be in my hotel room chilling by myself for a little bit. I'll do a little edit, put it up. But it's about like numerology and planning your life with numerology. So I am pretty excited to share that with you guys. And some of y'all have asked me about how to become a member. All you do is you click on join, like it should be right next to subscribe. And if you can't see it because you're using a phone, just like kind of swipe and you should be able to see it because it doesn't show up on your phone. Just like swipe to the right or swipe to the, you know what I mean? Swipe. And it should be there next to subscribe. But okay. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I'm sending y'all so much love and I will try to check back in when I'm in New York. That would be so much fun. But all right. Big hugs, you guys. Y'all are the best. This was so fun. Good night. Oh, y'all are so sweet. See what I'm saying? Oh, you guys are the best. Chrissy, I think that was really good. I feel like you may be connected to people who are on the same wavelength of like ideas and thought with you. And maybe those people were amazing. Sometimes people not in alignment, it doesn't mean that they're still not tapping into truth and bringing good people together. I think that's why he's been popular. He did have a lot of goodness within him. Anyway, I just don't want you to feel weird about it, but you probably don't. Okay. Thank you, Babalu. Okay. Good night, guys. Y'all are the best.